So I heard you just came from the Amazon jungles in Africa and South America and wherever those rivers run. What happened to you?
Well, I was traveling south in the jungle, hunting the great white rhino. All of a sudden, I fell into some quicksand, and sinking down, I grabbed onto a nearby vine, managed barely to pull myself up, right into a poison mushroom. Fortunately, the poison mushroom carried the deadly fungus. What do they call that? My mind's slipping me. What do they call that? The jungle fungus. Jungle fungus, that's what it was.
The deadly jungle fungus.
The deadly jungle fungus.
And what happened then?
Well, I radioed my private pilot and had him land in a clearing just in time to take off before a whole herd of the charging white rhinos would have trashed the plane instantly.
Were you scared?
Oh, I was terrified. It's one of the most terrifying beasts that roams the jungle. Unfortunately, I've already lost my rifle.
What did you do then?
I got down on my knees and I prayed for help. Radioed my private pilot again.
But don't you think that was a bad idea?
Of course I did. I couldn't find any good idea, could you?
Killing.
I've got to see the doctor tomorrow concerning this jungle rot. It's a possibility it might be radioactive. Look at it's all over my fingers.
Yeah, you look pretty bad there. I'd see a radioactive therapist as soon as possible. You're setting off all the house and the phones and the shit now. I guess not. Maybe that was just a real call.
Well, anyway, I don't really care. I'm indifferent towards the whole situation. Because I did have a chance to talk to the wizard.
But what happened to your rifle, man?
The rifle? Nothing could stop it. It kept coming at me and I kept shooting. The missile-sized bullets were bouncing right off
Well, you don't look like you're gonna live another 2 weeks, guy, looking at you.
of it. I was looked at by a witch doctor and luckily there was a translator at hand.
And what
I
did
was
he
told a
say?
year at the most.
What'd he say?
Unless they invent some type of a serum or antidote to get rid of this. I can feel it growing inside of my brain. But yet I remember that rhino. The biggest bull rhino you've ever seen in your life.
Were you scared?
I was terrified.
Well, how can we wrap this up? What would you like to tell the public? What would you do different?
I would like to tell
What would you do different?
I would just like to warn the public not to attempt any such activity and forbid non-designated areas of deep Africa where some of the most terrifying beasts exist and the most horrible funguses.
Thank you, Mr. Grumkowski.